How's it going, everybody? This is Alakai. Today we're doing something a little bit different. We're stepping away from our normal Dice Masters fun, and we are going to open up a new card game I got called Coup. Now, for those of you who don't know, I love playing Resistance with my friends over at the local game shop. Coup is from the same makers. It takes place in the same universe, but it's played with between 2 and 5 players, 2 to 6 players. It takes about 15 minutes. It goes really fast. And this game is by Indie Board and Cards. And again, it's 13 plus, 2-6, and it takes about 15 minutes. And the back reads, in a future where the government is run for profit, all but a privileged few lives of poverty and few live lives of poverty and desperation. The resistance rises out of the oppressed masses in revolt and throws the government into chaos. Many see hope for a brighter future for the first time in their lives. Others see opportunity for absolute power. To take command, you must destroy the influence of your rivals and drive them into exile. Only one can survive. Pretty cool. Nice silvery box. Let's go ahead and open it. One thing I am going to talk about for this card game is the wording, right? So you heard me talk about influence just now. And influence is basically your cards. How many cards you have and how many characters you still have in front of you. We've played this one time. I read the instructions and it was kind of confusing. Actually, while reading the instructions, we actually lost 2 players because they were like, yeah, we don't have time for this. So they moved on. But once you actually start playing, it got really easy. It was like, oh, this is so simple. Why did we even bother trying to figure that all out? The game comes with these little money tokens, if you will, and you can pretty much use anything. You don't have to use those things. I highly suggest using Dice Masters dice. Just kidding. I'm going to tell you how to play this too. So we have the instruction book, cover, bag of money, we'll say, and these player cards. And you don't need to play with these player cards, but they are helpful. They are all the same. Very similar to Resistance, and basically what they show in here is they show a character, the action that you can take, the effect. So if you're saying that you're the Duke, you can attack somebody. You can take 3 coins, right, from the middle, from like a pot, and then each person also has a counter action, except for the assassin. It blocks foreign aid, blocks stealing. So if somebody does one thing, you can actually block them, or you could try to do something and somebody else can block you. Okay? Every person has pretty much one of these in front of them because it's kind of hard to remember what everybody does. Then you actually got your little character guys. Let me get rid of this. Get your little character guys. I will say that there has been immediate scrutiny on this game for the cards. The cards are really cool. They're really thick and they have like that nice texture that a lot of card games like this have. But so being kind of ex-Magic players and being ex-players or being current players of Dice Masters games, you'll notice that the cards themselves are already bigger, right? They have about at least 1/4 of an inch, 3/8 of an inch higher than a regular card. They're about the same width, maybe a little bit larger there too, but you can't fit these in sleeves. And the problem with that is that when you start to play, they have white backs. When you're playing, you pass these things out, and the idea is to keep your identity secret, right? So you don't want people to know who you are. Each person is given 2 cards at the beginning of the game, and you keep those face down. Game is played quite simple. You keep those face down. I think there's 3 of each character out there. We have the assassin, we have Contessa. Yeah, there's 3 of each card. Captain, Ambassador, the Duke, Contessa, who's also on the front of the box, and the most awesome assassin. So the game pretty much goes like this, right? You start the game. Everybody has, I think you start off with 2 little coins, little cardboard coins, and everybody is given 2 characters face down. allegedly, this is your influence, right? You've got these characters under your control, and this is the influence you have on this little realm. You go through, you start the game, you roll die, or whomever goes first, and you start going, and that person takes an action. And you can take, like, income, forenade, and coup. These basically say you don't control any character. It doesn't matter what character you control, you can just do those actions. These other ones require you to have a face down, so you're representing characters, right? So if you have the Duke face down, you're going to say, I'm going to tax. You take 3 coins. The coins are held in the middle, like a bank. Take 3 coins. Okay? And everybody else goes, is that okay? Or basically, do I challenge you? It's a more advanced game of BS. That's kind of where we're going with this. So if I represent the Duke and I say I'm going to take 3 coins in the middle, you take your 3 coins and nobody challenges you. If you are challenged and you do have the Duke, right, then the person who challenges you loses what they call influence, and basically they turn over their card, one of their cards. They have 2, remember. They just lost a person, basically. They lost one of their influence. If you do have the Duke, it's going to happen, and then you're going to show your Duke character. Your Duke is going to go back in the middle, and you're going to go and grab another card, a different character. That way, it changes, right? Your role in the game changes. So it's kind of like if you're challenged and you have the card, you're going to change your character. If you don't have the card, you lose influence. Goes back and forth. It's kind of like a game of challenge and BS. Again, also, if you have the Duke card, you can also block what's called forenade. Forenade is one of the actions that doesn't require a character to do. You can just say, I'm going to take forenade, take 2 coins in the middle. And somebody can say, wait a minute, I challenge that, I've got the Duke, I'm blocking you. The person who got challenged can say, wait a second, I don't think you have the Duke. Let's see. If you have the Duke, again, you're going to put it in the middle, you're going to grab a new character. If you don't have the Duke, you lose one of your cards. One of your cards goes face up. You can keep going on that way. Assassin is pretty cool. Pay 3 coins and you kill somebody. Basically, you make somebody lose influence. You say, I'm going to assassinate you, John. John, if he doesn't challenge you and nobody else on the table challenges that, John's going to lose a character. He's going to lose an influence. The character goes face up. It goes around like that. Then the actual coup itself. What is a coup? Well, as you're going around, you're going to go and keep gathering these coins. When you get 7 coins, you are able to what's called stage a coup. And you can say, hey, Mike, staging a coup, lose one of your cards. Coups basically cannot be challenged. You're going to pay 7 coins, and you're going to kill one of those characters. One of those characters is going to flip up, and that person's going to be 1 short, right? The game is kind of like a race. You don't want to lose your influence or your characters. You don't want to have them face up. And you want to be able to basically BS your opponents to thinking you have cards that maybe you do, maybe you don't. The objective is to be the last man standing. Really fun. I will say that it requires, 1 game, maybe a game and a half to kind of get the hang of it. Then that's it. You're done. Very addicting. We played this game for a solid 2 hours last week, and we all loved it. And it's good when you don't have enough people to play the Resistance. And there's sometimes when people don't like the Resistance because of some of the controversy it causes and some of the name calling and whatnot. And if you're playing in a group that has those kinds of sensitivities, and you definitely want to shy away from Resistance. From Coup, you don't really have that. You just say, I could have the captain, or maybe I have the Duke and the assassin. I'm portraying that I have the captain, and then you do your action, and nobody challenges you, so people automatically assume that you have the captain. And the next turn, you can say, oh no, I have the Duke, I'm doing this. And you do one of that taxes or whatnot, and all of a sudden they say, wait a second, you played the captain last time, I'm calling BS. And then you can show that card. So, a more advanced game of BS. Lots of fun, very quick, and highly recommended. Game goes for about $15 if I remember right, and it sometimes goes on sale. I got mine from coolstuffinc.com, which I normally get all my stuff from. I think it was on holiday sale for 10, if I remember right. With $99, you save your shipping. So, highly recommended. Very quick play. Once somebody has played it, they can easily teach others. I'm gonna try to come back and I'm gonna try to tape at least one game tonight of us actually playing this game, so you can get a better idea kind of where we're going with it. And if I confused you during this discussion, it's just apologies for that. It's kind of hard when you're kind of doing this on your own in this kind of multiplayer game. I do want to show the game off a little better and represent it. So that's it for now. Take care, guys. Thank you. Squish, 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 squishy.